resources and environmental conservation, including soil and water conservation and forestry, remaining key. This week, we're focusing on different counties and what they have done to protect the environment. Shiksha Arora spoke to Nairobi County CEC for Environment, Geoffrey Mosiria, on Nairobi's conservation efforts. Who is our green warrior this week? Take a look.
And of course, since we know it's devolution week, and we're going to be looking at the efforts that the different counties have and the different devolved units have to take matters in their own hands to ensure that climate change, of course, these are things that we talk about day in, day out, and we want to see what action the different devolved units are taking. So with me, I have Chief Environment Officer. His name is Geoffrey Mosiria. We've been seeing the work that he's been doing, but today we're in pipeline, and he'll be starting off by telling us what exactly is happening behind us. Hello, Karibuni. Behind us. Hello, Karibuni.
Yes, my name is Geoffrey Mosiria. I'm the Chief Officer in charge of Environment. Also, people knows me as Geoffrey Mosiria, Katibu Mkuu wa Mazingira Gatuzi la Nairobi. So we are here in pipeline to clear garbage that is being dumped along the road reserve. The residents of pipeline, they don't pay for garbage. Okay. Their landlords, they don't collect a garbage fee, and if they collect, they don't use it the right way. Okay. So tenants have been left to dump garbage just along the road reserve. Yeah. This road was impassable. We just took one day, we cleared the garbage. Yeah. We also talked to the tenants. We also issued notices to the landlords to start providing services of garbage collection and transportation, the final disposal to their tenants. Okay. So as you can see behind us, yeah, these roads were impassable, but now you can see there are vehicles trying to collect, to deliver, and also, yeah, collect some of the goods from the tenants, yeah, around here. So we are here just to make sure that the people of pipeline have a clean environment. But as you can see, all of them, they have polythene papers, they have covered their balcons, yeah, because they know their culture. They live in a culture whereby they just dump and throw garbage, including even the waste from the diaper from the kids. Dirty water is all thrown to the road, yeah, because they lack that service of garbage collection, and also they have not been trained that, yeah, their environment is upon them to make sure that they keep it clean. Okay.
Yeah. So Geoffrey, as much as we're talking about, making sure that you're removing all the garbage and the litter from the road, yeah, to make it possible, how about sensitization and training and just creating awareness on how important it is to actually pay for these services?
Yeah, we are doing that. We have environment officers who are stationed in Embakasi South. Okay. This is Embakasi South. And this part of pipeline being in Embakasi South, we have subordinate staff who are a Green Army. Also, we have an environmental officer, yeah, for each and every ward within, yeah, Embakasi South. We also have the sub-county chief environment officer, yeah, who is also responsible for this sub-county. Yeah. We normally talk to the people, we train them, we talk to them, we guide them, because our work is not to arrest them. That's, yes, why for those who have refused to comply, they are the ones who have been arrested. Okay. But for those who have complied, we have always provided them with the list of CBOs, yeah, who are registered to collect garbage from their households, and we still encourage that they register with the CBOs. Okay.
Okay. As we talk about the current state of the country when it comes to, climate change, when it comes, yeah, to pollution, when it comes to garbage on the streets, and, sometimes these are things that I think are left behind. So what are some of your efforts to ensure that it's still a priority moving forward, and to make sure that even amidst budget cuts, you're still trying to make sure that the work is done?
Yes, I think environment has been forgotten. Yes. Most people, they don't care about their environment. Yeah. And that's why people are cutting down trees. Yeah. That's why people are just dumping waste all over. Yeah. We have industries coming up and people doing open burning, which contributes to air pollution. And we really need to focus. As a sector, we have prioritized environment. We have set a budget. That's for waste collection and transportation, yeah, to the final disposal. We are also doing tree planting across the city, the 5 wards of Nairobi. whereby we are doing campaigns, we are involving the stakeholders. Some are coming on board with the expertise, some are coming on board with finances.
Yeah.
And also on issue of tree planting, we also encouraging the developers that when you develop, make sure you leave space for tree planting. So it's an exercise that we have really budgeted for. Okay. And when it comes to air pollution, we have installed air quality monitors, the machines that measures the air, and they are able to give us timely report on the quality of air we breathe within the city. We have 57 air quality monitors, which have been installed across the city. Our experts, now they are able to make decisions, able to guide us also as we are coming with the policies that are going to help us enforce on air pollution. It's also a problem we are facing in CBD. Yeah. That's why we issued a communication to all matatu sector, though when they are within CBD, they have to switch off their car engines, because when they keep it running, it continues polluting the environment. And nobody understands that this air we need is very expensive. During COVID-19 pandemic, people suffered. Yeah. They needed this oxygen, and it was very expensive. So it's a time that we need to really take care of it, because we need it.
Okay. Geoffrey, what are your thoughts on deforestation? You know, especially with the urban development happening in the country, and there is constant buildings coming up, especially in Nairobi as a whole. So what would you like to comment about what's currently going on, the balance between urban development and conservation efforts?
I think there's need to really involve all stakeholders. When the team from urban planning are issuing approvals, we are working closely with the environment team and also NEMA to make sure that at least we maintain our green spaces. Okay. Because currently you see we have floods within Nairobi, which was never experienced because we have cut down trees. Yes. Most of the ground cover is covered by the concrete, so water has to find its way out. Yeah. And that's where we are encouraging developers to plant as many trees as possible. Yeah. And also, we are also working closely with partners, as I had said earlier, to plant trees along the road reserve, along the main corridors, so that we conserve our environment. We have to keep it clean. Okay. If you look around pipeline, you can't see any tree. Yeah. And that's why we are trying to encourage developers that when you are doing your development, leave space for planting tree and also for beautification near frontage. Okay.
As we discuss, you know, current issues, we know what happened during Mandamano, where the litter bins were destroyed. And you made a comment saying that by the time that we'll be able to, you know, try and just substitute what was damaged and replace everything, it'll be until next year.
You see, for the government, you have to plan. Yeah. If dustbins were not budgeted for, you cannot procure. Yes. That will be an audit query. Okay. So we had already budgeted for almost 1,000 dustbins within CBD. Yeah. A number of them were destroyed. Yeah. Those who are destroyed will not be able to replace because we don't have a budget until the next financial year, when we'll be able to budget, or during the supplementary budget, if we are able to get some money to replace them. But so far, we are installing those that are in our stores, and the contractors are on site. Okay. We shall also make a request to the developers, the contractor, if they'll be able to help us as a CSR in replacing those that were stolen. But also I want to tell the people of Nairobi, because you asked for the litter bins, we provided them. Why do you have to destroy it? Even if it's your tax, because most of the people are saying that it's our tax. Even if we destroy, our tax will replace them. We need this money to do other activities like greening our city, doing drainage systems, and that's why we are encouraging people to take care of those litter bins. We need them. For our city to be clean, we need them.
Geoffrey, as we discuss the devolved units, how do you think Nairobi is doing in comparison to the other devolved units when it comes to the initiatives towards conservation efforts? So how exactly do you think we are faring? Do you think we're making progress, making milestones?
Yeah, I think as a county, environment is a devolved function. Yes. And in terms of environmental conservation, we have put a budget for tree planting, which we are doing within our city. And the reason why even our temperatures are high within the city is because we have cut down trees. And that's why we have put a budget to try and green our city and restore the green city under the sun. And also, as far as air pollution is concerned, we have installed air quality monitors with the support of the partners. We are really working closely with partners, trying to make sure that we get to understand the quality of air we breathe. The people are guided so that if you are going to pipeline and you can check in our website that the air there is polluted, you are able to put on your mask. So we have also put a budget on that sub-unit within the sector. We are going to add more air quality monitors within the city. And that is going to guide us in our policies, coming up with policies and also in decision making. And even when we are doing prosecution, we prosecute someone based on the evidence base. It's not just by hearsay. And our team is also sensitizing the people about the effects of open burning, because people don't understand that it's illegal doing the open burning. So as a sector, we have prioritized environment being a devolved unit. And we are not working in isolation also. We are working closely with the NEMA in terms of policy. They come up with policy and we being the policy implementers. So we are working closely with the national government. We are not working in isolation as far as the unit is, the functions is devolved.
So if you were to give a message right now to the people of Kenya, especially those in Nairobi, since we are currently in Devolution Week and we are focusing on Nairobi as of now with you, what would you like to tell them regarding how to take care of the environment? Do you have a specific message to them, especially here? As we're seeing, yes, there has been some efforts. The road was impassable in the past, but still there's a long way to go before we get somewhere and we see results. So what would you like to tell the people of Pipeline, especially, and Nairobi?
I want to tell the people of Nairobi that this environment we live in, we are the only people who can protect it. It's our collective responsibility. Cleaning Nairobi is not a government function alone. 90% of the work is done by the people of Nairobi. You have to pay for your garbage the same way you pay for water and any other service you get within Nairobi. So all I'm asking is that, please, let's make sure that we conserve our environment. Let it be a collective responsibility. And for those who still insist on doing illegal dumping, we shall take legal action against you, because we need this clean Nairobi. Like in Pipeline, where tenants are dumping from their rooftops, from their balconies, where landlords are not providing that service to their tenants, we shall start arresting both the landlord and the tenants who are doing the dumping. And we shall make some unpopular decisions if that will help us clean this Nairobi and Pipeline as far as environment is concerned. So let's protect our environment. Let's all be responsible for our environment, because if we make it dirty, we are at the risk of getting sick. But if we keep it clean, we will all enjoy a healthy environment, because it's a constitutional right, Article 42 of the Constitution, to live in a health and clean environment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your time and keep up the good work. And yes, you're doing a good job, so we hope to see more and more places being cleaned by you. And you're putting Nairobi back to where it was and restoring its glory. Asante sana.
Asante.
Thank you so much. All right, of course, that was Geoffrey Mosiria, Chief Environment Officer right here. We are in Pipeline. And as we continue discussing these things, we will be also looking at other devolved units. We'll also be moving to other counties and just seeing how things have been going.